Now, the current generation, born into technology, absorbs knowledge and consumes information at a much faster rate. And times have changed, I'm sure you would agree. And if we are to keep up and ensure that future generations are heard and feel safe, then audiovisual measures may just be the best thing yet. This is the aim behind the establishment of the Nelson Mandela Children's Film Festival. It's a platform where filmmakers are able to shed light on a myriad of issues affecting children globally. Our festival co-director Firdoze Bulbulia joins me now from the mother city to tell us more about the Children's Film Festival. Firdoze, thank you for your time and good morning to you. This is quite exciting to hear that there is a platform showcasing children's rights, but also telling stories, compelling narratives, that is, regarding children. But you're in a better position to tell me what motivated you to start this festival.
Hi, good morning, and thank you for this opportunity. The Nelson Mandela Children's Film Festival was started really as a direct response of Madiba's centenary. When he turned 100 years, we knew that we had to do something to recognize the father of our nation, but so much so the father of children. I chair the Children's Broadcasting Foundation for Africa, and we work in the area of children and youth media. We also drew up the Africa Charter on Children's Broadcasting, and Article number 4 says that children should hear, see and express themselves, their languages and their life's experiences through the electronic media that reaffirms their sense of self, community and place. And so we wanted to place children and children's media, children's films high on the agenda.
Yeah. What are some of the themes that you tackle through the different ways, for those that you share this information through the platform?
So this year we were very lucky to bring the film Farha, which is a coming-of-age film, a Palestinian story of a 14-year-old girl. And I saw the film at the Sharjah International Children's Film Festival, and it absolutely resonated with me. I was a student activist, and when I was in high school in Matric, I was detained and locked up in solitary confinement at John Forster Square. And I could feel the claustrophobia of this young girl in that cell, which was actually a barn in which she was kept. And I thought about South Africa and the fact that, you know, in 1976, it was the children of South Africa that changed the trajectory of our country. And therefore, it was important for me to bring the story to South Africa so that not only filmmakers, but adults as well could understand the trauma and that we start telling stories. You know, we say that stories tell a million words. And so through image, through visual language, we're able to understand the challenges of children globally, but we also celebrate children. We also want children to learn animation, to do storytelling from their point of view. So we partner with the African Animation Studio, and we are producing some animations with the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital.
Yeah, that is so exciting. And also, you're absolutely right. When we think about children's rights, when we talk children's rights, it's a global conversation. And I suppose that's why you've also been hosted during other festivals. Firdoze, please share some of those with us and some of those global partnerships that you have enjoyed so far.
So we have a very good partnership with CIFEJ, which is the International Center of Films for Children and Young People. CIFEJ started in 1955. So it's a 68-year-old festival with partners globally, and we go to each other's festivals, we support each other. We are also partners with Prix Jeunesse, which is an international event that takes place every second year in Munich. And here it's almost a masterclass, and I say to people who work in children's media that you should attend it because it is in a short 7 days that you almost meet each other every day, watching films and having discussions. This, you can't buy this. You can't pay for this. It's a great opportunity. This year we have had, I saw that you had Brand South Africa, which was wonderful to see because Play Your Part South Africa is also a partner. I am an ambassador for Play Your Part. I think it's important for us as South Africans to come together to support each other and to ensure that children are placed on that agenda. You know, when we started out in 1993, 94, I was with the National Children's Rights Committee. We drew up the South African Children's Charter, which has become part of the Bill of Rights and part of the Constitution. We then went on to draw up the Africa Charter on Children's Broadcasting. And South Africa, we hosted the 5th World Summit on Media for Children in 2007. We brought Roy Disney to South Africa, the George Lucas Educational Foundation. So we have a global footprint. Our work is across the world. But more importantly, we want to focus on storytelling in South Africa. And we really need South African filmmakers to begin to concentrate on producing content for young people.
And speaking of, the content that can be consumed, because in my opening link I did mention that, we're basically raising digital natives now, young people that are consuming so much content on the internet using technology. But with regards to this year's festival, is it still ongoing? Can we still attend? And if so, who are some of the panelists that we can look forward to?
Our festival just culminated yesterday. We had a large group of people at a screening in Cape Town. We went to AFTA initially so that the filmmakers could talk to the film students at AFTA. We also had a conversation at Wits Film School. And then last night we had about 200 people attending the screening of Farha in partnership with the Palestine Solidarity Campaign. We've kind of culminated now, but we will start the second leg, which is the animations that we will produce with the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital. With that festival, with that part of the festival, we will go into schools in Gauteng, where we will do training on animation. We think that storytelling, it's really simply to teach children to tell their story, but to do that in a visual way. So the best thing to do is through animation. Everybody wants to draw. One of the partners is Popeye, and just from the name of their studio, it's really Popper, so that the drawing of story. And through these young people, we hope to understand not only the trauma, but the celebration. And as we celebrate, we hope to be celebrating 30 years of democracy and 30 years of freedom. This is an ongoing project until 2024.
What a milestone, and thank you so much for sharing it with us and wishing you all the best. Firdoze Bulbulia for joining me, co-director, joining me, of course, this morning of the Nelson Mandela Children's Film Festival. What an exciting platform for you as a parent to enjoy with your children, bringing the whole family together, incorporating, of course, those who are also equally talented, young children receiving training in animation, but also really bringing together activists who are important voices when it comes to children's rights. And all my thanks to Firdoze for joining me for this conversation this morning.